I believe I'm live. Waiting for people to show up, and then we'll get started here. Just opening a soda, that's probably what you hear. Hopefully we have somebody coming in soon. I'll go ahead and do the usual share. There we go. Hello, Beatles Eternally. How are you doing tonight? Bestie number 890. Yeah, just having a little laugh there about the word bestie and all that earlier tonight, he and I, so. How are you doing tonight, Beatles? Anyway, since we have somebody in here, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Tonight is day 5 of Diamond Decade's Deadball. Yes, we are bringing it back. I know I haven't done it. I haven't done it in quite a while, but here we go. We're gonna continue on here with day number 5. So, still breathing. That's always good, my friend. Always good. So, having a look at the games available for tonight. And it looks like the two best ones to pick from are either 1919 Cincinnati versus 1909 Pittsburgh, or 1914 Boston versus 1915 Philadelphia. Both are in the National League. Not sure what you all think, based upon the records. Based upon the records, not sure what you all want to see. What do you think, Beatles? You'd like to see the Tigers versus A's. Okay, we can do that. I was going for something that might be a little closer, record-wise, but we'll do the 3-0 1909 Tigers and the 1911 Philadelphia A's, who are currently 0-3. So, game simulcast. And that game is not the one pegged to start. I don't know why. but we will fix that. And we will start the simulcast and get this going here. Hello Amanda, welcome. How are you doing tonight? So we are all set up here. The starting lineups, first of all for 1909 Detroit. Leading off and playing left field, Matty McIntyre. Batting second and playing shortstop, Donnie Bush. Batting third and playing right field, Ty Cobb. Batting fourth and playing center field, Sam Crawford. Batting fifth and playing third base, George Moriarty. Batting sixth and playing second base, Jeremy Schaefer. Batting seventh and playing first base, Tom Jones. Batting eighth and catching, Heine Beckendorf. Batting ninth and pitching, George Mullen. The starting lineup for the Philadelphia A's in 1911. Leading off and playing left field, Brice Lord. Batting second and playing center field, Rube Oldering. Batting third and playing second base, Eddie Collins. Batting fourth and playing third, Frank Baker. Batting fifth and playing right field, Danny Murphy. Batting sixth and playing first base, Harry Davis. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, Jack Berry. Batting eighth and catching, Ira Thomas. And batting ninth and on the mound, Jack Coombs. That's great to hear that you're doing well, Amanda. I'm doing great, thank you. So those are your starting lineups for tonight. So let's get this ball game started, shall we? Hello, Clinton Parks. How are you doing tonight? So here we go. Jack Coombs and the 1911 Philadelphia A's take the field. And Matty McIntyre will lead things off for 1909 Detroit. So here we go here tonight. We are underway. And it's a 5-5-1, and that's going to be a leadoff walk. Tire just finished the first 2 weeks of 1960 Digital Diamond Baseball. Wow. Sounds like that's going well then, huh, Clinton? Batting second is Donnie Bush here. And there's a column 5 re-roll to deal with. And it could be a wild pitch. Let's see. It is a wild pitch. So McIntyre will move up to second on the play. So no outs and a runner on second for Donnie Bush, who steps back in. The pitch from Coombs is a 4-6-1. Ball hit to the first baseman, a possible error. Let's see what we have here. It is an error. So runners on the corners now and nobody out to start this ball game. Yeah, I'm waiting for version 8.2. It kind of sucks that the game got delayed because of the Steam issue there. I was really hopeful it was going to be released on opening day. Ty Cobb step in now. He is 4 for 10 on the year. And here's a 6-6-2, and that ball is gone over the outfield wall. So it's a 3-run shot for 1909 Detroit, and they lead 3-0 already. Sam Crawford stepping in now. He is 3 for 13 on the year. And here's the pitch from Coombs, a 3-1-5, and there's a double to left field. So nobody out. Crawford reaches at second, and Coombs is getting blown apart here in the first inning. George Moriarty is the hitter now. And here comes the pitch from Coombs, a 4-4-6, and there's a ball grounder to second base. Collins throws over to Davis, and there's finally one away. Crawford moving up to third. Germany's Schaefer now hitting, 1 for 7 on the year. And there's a 4-2-6. Ball hit to Barry. He throws over to Davis, and there's 2 outs. Meanwhile, the runner on third scores, and it is 4-0, 1909 Detroit. Tom Jones stepping in now for his first at-bat of the season. And here's a 6-1-5, and there's a fly ball to deep right field. And Murphy going back all the way to the track, and he reaches up and makes the catch. And they finally go down, but not before striking for 4 runs. And we go to the bottom of the first. 1909 Detroit has a 4-0 lead. Wahoo Sam! Briss Lord will lead it off for 1911 Philadelphia here in the bottom of the first. And here comes the pitch from Mullen. It's a 4-3-6. Grounder to Schaefer. He throws over to Jones. And there is 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Rube Oldering stepping in now, and here comes the pitch. A 6-5-2, sorry, had to sneeze. Pop up to third base. Moriarty, ranging over, makes the play, 2 away. Sorry. Okay, 2 outs. Eddie Collins is the hitter now. He's 4 for 12 on the season. And here comes the pitch, a 3-3-6, and there's a double to center field. So a 2-out double here for Collins, and now Mullen gets set to face Frank Baker. Baker 4 for 12, hitting .333. And here comes the delivery from Mullen. It is a 3-1-1, and there's a liner to left field. McIntyre coming in, and he makes the catch, and the inning is over. And after 1 inning is complete, 1909 Detroit has a 4-0 lead. Bless you, something tickled your nose. Yeah, allergies this time of the year. You know, it is spring, so lots of Hall of Famers on these teams. Yeah, there sure is. You know, Ty Cobb, definitely one of them. I know him. Coombs coming back out, and Helene Beckendorf to lead things off for 1909 for the 1909 Tigers here. And here's the pitch from Coombs, a 3-1-4, and there's a single to left field. So only the third hit for 1909 Tigers, yet they have 4 runs. George Mullins steps in for his third at-bat of the year, and here comes the pitch. A 6.53, and he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and there is one out here. Matty McIntyre stepping in as we're back to the top of the order already. And here comes the pitch, a 4-4-4. And there's a ball hit to Collins. And it's a single off Collins' glove. Beckendorf moves up to second, and McIntyre is safe at first. And the pitcher is temporarily on B grades already, and it's only the top of the second. Donnie Bush will step in now. And here comes the pitch from Coombs. Is a 4.53. Ball hit to Collins, and it's a pop-up. He'll range over and make the play, 2 outs. Robbie, when you get a chance, go to Baseball Reference. They have an outline of home runs hit in the Deadball era. It will give you a great understanding of Deadball. Lots of ISPs. Thank you, Clinton. I will check that out. Really, the big hit in Deadball was the triple. Lots of ISPs because the parks were huge, except for the Baker Bowl. Yeah. Thank you for that, Clinton and Beatles, for that knowledge. I do appreciate it. Ty Cobb stepping in. He's already homered in this game, a 3-run shot. And here comes the pitch from Coombs, a 5.64. And there's a fly ball hit to center field. Oldering moving over, and he makes the catch, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. The 1909 Tigers have a 4-0 lead. Gonna take a sip of drink here. We go to the bottom of the second now. Danny Murphy to lead things off for the 1911 Philadelphia A's. He is 1 for 11 on the year. And here comes the pitch from Mullen. A 5.52, and that is a leadoff walk for Murphy here. So no outs, and Murphy on at second, and there's a column 5 re-roll. Pitch in the dirt is blocked, no advance. And Harry Davis will step back in here. No hits and no at-bats. This is his first at-bat of the year. A 3-3-1 out or single ballpark effect. And this is going to be an out any way you look at it. It is going to be a fly out to right field. Cobb ranging over, and he makes the play, 1 out. Stepping in now, Jack Berry. He is 3 for 11 on the year. 1-2-5, and there's a pop-up to Schaefer at second. He comes in a little bit and makes the catch, 2 outs. Ira Thomas is the hitter now. 3 for 6 on the year with a walk. And here comes the pitch from Mullen, a 1.65, and he swings and misses, and the inning is over just like that. They strand Murphy at first, and after 2, it is still 1909 Detroit on top, 4-0. And they played what we call a small ball. Yes, they did. I'm seeing a lot of small ball so far in this dead ball season. Been a lot of fun currently. Sam Crawford to lead things off for the Tigers here in the 3rd inning. And here comes the pitch from Coombs. A 6-4-1, and there's a double into the corner. So Crawford reaches with a leadoff double, the Tigers' 5th hit of the night. And here's George Moriarty now to bat with Crawford on at second. A 3-3-4, and there's another double. Crawford will round third and score, and the 1909 Tigers now have a 5-0 lead. Jeremy Schaefer will step in. The pitcher checks Moriarty. The pitch, Moriarty goes. The throw down to third is going to be late as Moriarty gets in there under the tag. And he's stolen third. Schaefer stepping back in now with Moriarty now on third and nobody out. And here comes the delivery from Coombs, a 3-4-4. And we have a rare play potential. A 2, dribbler to mound. Pitcher tries to retire batter of his choice. They're going to try to retire the batter, and he is safe. It's an infield single, and now it is 6-0. Robbie, Sam Crawford is one of the greatest players of all time, lifetime leader in triples, a record that will never be broken. Cool. That sounds neat, Beatles. Thanks for that info, too. Tom Jones will step in now with Schaefer on at first. And Kraus pitching now for 1911 Philadelphia. And that pitch hits him. So now there's runners on first and second. Still nobody out in the top of the 3rd. And here comes Helmy Beckendorf, and the pitch to Beckendorf is a 3-2-4. There's a fly ball to shallow center field. Oldering coming in, and he gloves it for the first out. George Mullins stepping in now for his second at-bat of this game. And here comes the delivery from Kraus. A 6-1-3, and there's a fly ball to deep left field. Lord going back, heading towards the track. Looks up and makes the play. 2 down. Matty McIntyre stepping in now. And here comes the pitch from Kraus to McIntyre. A 5-3-3, and there's a walk, so McIntyre walks, and the bases are loaded here. Donnie Bush stepping in now. And the pitch coming from Kraus, a 1-6-6, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that ends the inning. They strand the bases loaded, but still pick up a couple runs, and the 1909 Tigers now lead 6-0, going to the bottom of the 3rd. What was that face for, Amanda? Leading off for 1911 Philadelphia here in the bottom of the third is Harry Krause. His first at-bat of the year. And here comes the pitch. A 2-3-3. And there's a swing and a miss. And there is one up and one down in the bottom of the third. Briss Lord will step in now. He's already grounded out today. And there's a 1-5-4. Now there's a pop-up towards Schaefer at second. He will come in a little bit and make the catch. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the third. Rube Oldering, the hitter now. And here comes the pitch from Mullen. A 5-5-1, and there's an infield single. So 2 outs, a 2-out infield single here will bring Eddie Collins to the plate. And there's a column 5 re-roll, and we have a wild pitch potential here. The catcher blocks the pitch, no advance, so he's able to block that pitch, and Eddie Collins will step back in. Here's the delivery from Mullen. It is a 1-5-3, and there's a pop-up to the third baseman, Moriarty. He comes in a couple steps and makes the play, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the fourth. 1909 Detroit has a 6-0 lead. Lol, just if you read Clinton's message about sending Beatles a fruity thing due to a typo, could read 2 ways. Hello, Dave Gardner. How you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Top of the fourth inning. We go here, and Ty Cobb will step in. He's already done damage for 1909 Detroit here tonight. And here comes the pitch from Krause. A 2-4-6, and there's a single to right field, so Cobb has himself another hit. Sam Crawford stepping in now. Cobb taking his lead off first. And the pitch, and Cobb is going, and the throw down to second is in time, so Cobb is caught stealing second. And there is 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Sam Crawford to hit now, stepping back in. And here's the pitch to Crawford, a 1-2-5, and he swings and misses. Add another pitch up there a little bit, and there is 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. George Moriarty stepping in now. Krause gets to work on Moriarty, a 2-6-6, and there is a looping drive to center field. Oldering racing to make the catch, and there is a 4 out of 6 chance of this being an out, and it is not an out. It is a single as it drops in. So Moriarty reaching on a 2-out single here. So 2 outs, and Germany Schaefer coming to the plate. And here's the pitch to Schaefer from Krause. A 4-5-5. Ball hit to Baker. He throws over to Davis, and the inning is over. So they strand Moriarty at first, and we go the bottom of the fourth. It is 6-0, 1909 Detroit. I make lots of typos when I type rather quickly. Yeah, I think we are all guilty of that, you know. Sometimes, though, it's not typing quickly, especially if you're typing on your phone or a smart device. It is the so-called smart autocorrect that will get you. Bottom of the fourth here, Frank Baker to lead things off for 1911 Philadelphia. They badly need some runs. And here's the pitch from Mullen, a 2-6-3. And there's a looping drive to center field. Crawford racing to make the catch, and it will be a fly out, one away. He does make the catch. Danny Murphy stepping in now. And here comes the delivery from Mullen. It is a 5-3-4, and that is a walk, a one-out walk for Murphy. So he reaches again. Harry Davis stepping in. And here comes the pitch. No, there is no pitch. An attempted pickoff attempt here. And Murphy is picked off first as he got a lead and he couldn't get back there in time. And there is 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Davis now stepping back in. And here is the delivery. A 1-3-4, and there's a swing and a miss. And that is strike number 3 and out number 3. And after 4, 1909 Detroit still holds a commanding 6-0 lead. Elmer Leonard will come in to pitch for 1909 Detroit here. Oh yeah, phone typing is the worst, but for me, I make a lot of mistakes, even though I use keyboard most of the time. But that's because I'm pretty bad at spelling grammar and I can't type. Yeah, you know, typing is kind of hard too, especially when you try to do it fast, you know, but some typos you can figure out what somebody's saying, and sometimes you have to go, huh? You know. Top of the fifth here. Tom Jones to lead things off for 1909 Detroit. And here comes the pitch from Leonard, a 4-6-5. Ground ball to Collins. He throws over to Davis, and there's 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the fifth. Tony Beckendorf to lead things off. Or not to lead things off, to bat now. And here's a 2-3-6, and he swings and misses, and there's 2 up and 2 down in the top of the fifth. So Leonard trying to keep control of this game as much as he can and not let it get too much farther out of hand. Mullen will step in to hit now, and a 3-2-6, and there's a double to right field, so Mullen gets on with a 2-out double. Here's Matty McIntyre now to hit with 2 outs and Mullen on at second. And here's the delivery from Leonard, a 6-3-5, and there's a fly ball to deep left field. Lord going all the way back to the track and near the wall, and he reaches up and makes the catch. And the inning is over. We are halfway home here tonight. And 1909 Detroit has a 6-0 lead still. Jack Berry to lead things off for 1911 Philadelphia. And he will face Mullen, who is back out there for his 5th inning of work. A 2-6-3, and there's a looping drive to right field. Cobb racing to make the catch. Let's see if he's able to. Yes, he is. It's a fly out to Cobb, and there is one away. Ira Thomas to step in now and hit. Here comes a delivery from Mullen to Thomas. A 1-3-3, and there is strike 3 looking, and there is quickly 2 up and 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. Elmer Leonard to step in now and hit. And the pitch coming from Mullen is a 1-3-1, and he swings and misses, and that is a 1-2-3 bottom of the 5th. 1909 Detroit still holding up a 6-0 lead, heading to the top of the 6th. Check on the chat real quick and see what's going on. Still a damn good deal. I used to play Status Pro back in the day. Yeah, I'm seeing that from guys saying that that is a complex, a more harder game to play. Is that so, Beatles? Top of the 6th inning. Donnie Bush to lead things off. And here comes the pitch from Leonard. And it's a 1-6-2, and that is a strikeout. And there is 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Ty Cobb stepping in. He has certainly done his part in helping 1909 Detroit here tonight. And here's a 5-1-6, and that's a walk. So he's had a home run, he's had a hit, he's had a single, I believe, and now he's had a walk. So 1 out and Cobb on at first. Sam Crawford stepping in now. And the pitcher checking on Cobb. And he's able to look Cobb right back to first. So Cobb will not try to steal in this situation. Crawford ready, and the delivery from Leonard is a 4-1-4. Ball hit to the second baseman. Possible double play. It is a double play. They double him up, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 1909 Detroit has a 6-0 lead. Status Pro for me, at least, is a much better game than Strat, Robbie. Yeah, I think it's safe to say anything can probably beat Strat, you know, especially quality-wise. There's an online version of Status Pro, Clinton? I didn't know that. Where do you go for that? Briss Lord to lead things off for the bottom of the 6th for 1911 Philadelphia. They still need runs. They are down by a touchdown here. A 1-4-1, and there's a swing and a miss, and there's 1 up and 1 down here. And the Philadelphia A's have only had 2 hits and nothing to show for those 2 hits so far. Rube Ottering, the hitter now, stepping in, and Mullen will fire to him. A 6-3-2, And there's a fly ball to deep left field. McIntyre going back and near the track. He reaches up and hauls it in. 2 up and 2 down. Eddie Collins to step in and hit now. And here's the pitch from Mullen to Collins. A 5-2-2 ground ball to Schaefer. He throws over to Jones, and it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 6th. So again, the 1911 Philadelphia A's are held in check. And after 6, it is 6-0 1909 Tigers. Amanda, I'm going to have nightmares of foodie thongs now. StatusProBaseballOnline.com. I prefer the way I have it. My scissors work great, and I got 2 sets of FACs. Make for some very interesting games. Also, you can't play it online. You have to download the PDFs. Is that what it is, Clinton? Top of the 7th inning here, and here's Moriarty to lead things off. And here's the pitch from Leonard, and there's a single up the middle, and Oldering will fire it back in, but Moriarty reaches on a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th. Germany Schaefer steps in now. And here comes the pitch. Moriarty goes, the throw down to second, and he is caught stealing. So that base runner is eliminated on the steal attempt, as he is caught stealing second. 1 out here. Schaefer stepping back in. And here comes the pitch. A 5-6-2, and there's a ground ball to Collins. He throws over to Davis, and there's 2 outs now. Tom Jones steps in, and Leonard is set and delivers to Jones. A 3-5-3, and there's a liner to left field. Lord coming in, and he makes the play, and that is the final out of the inning. We are at the stretch here in Philadelphia, but Philadelphia still trails 6-0. I check on the chat here real quick. That .com is a real online version you can play. Price isn't bad, but it's not me. Don't you mean it's not free? And I use BallStat for my scorecard and stat package. Yeah, BallStat and BallScore look pretty nice. Pretty heavy learning curve to those, though, and I'm still kind of trying to figure those out. Bottom of the 7th inning, here we go. Mullen going back out there for another inning of work. And here's Frank Baker to lead it off for 1911 Philadelphia. Here's the pitch from Mullen, a 3-3-2. And the liner to right field. Cobb snares it, and there's 1 out. Danny Murphy stepping in now. And here comes the delivery from Mullen. A 6-4-6. And there's a double into the corner. So Murphy with a 1-out double. And 1911 Philadelphia is trying to get something going here. Harry Davis steps in now with Murphy standing on second. And here's a delivery from Mullen, a 6-5-3. And there's a pop-up to Moriarty over at third. He ranges over towards the bag. and makes the play, 2 outs. Jack Berry stepping in now. And here comes the pitch from Mullen with Murphy taking his lead, a 2-5-1, and there's a fly ball to left field. McIntyre takes 2 steps to his left, looks up and makes the catch, and the inning is over. After 7, 1909 Detroit has a 6-0 lead. Good night, Clinton. Hope you sleep well. And thanks for, make sure to smash that like button, everybody. I will be sure to look that up on YouTube, because Ballstat is kind of on the confusing side. We go to the top of the 8th inning here. Beckendorf to lead things off for 1909 Detroit. Here comes the delivery from Danforth, who is pitching now. And there's a grounder to Collins. He throws over to Davis. And there is 1 up and 1 down in the top of the 8th. George Mullen stepping in now. And here comes the pitch from Danforth, a 6-5-1, and there's a swing and a miss, so 2 up and 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Matty McIntyre stepping in with 2 outs, and here comes the delivery from Danforth, a rare play potential. A 6, dribbler to mound, pitcher tries to retire batter, and he is going to be safe as he just beats the throw with an infield single. So 1909 Detroit trying to add maybe another run or 2 here in the top of the 8th. Donnie Bush stepping in. McIntyre takes his lead and the pitch. A 5-5-1, and there's a walk, so runners on first and second here. Ty Cobb stepping in now. With runners on first and second, he can sure do a lot of damage and has already done so. A 1-1-6, and he walks in. So the bases are loaded now. And in steps Sam Crawford. Here comes the pitch from Danforth. Can he get out of this unscathed? It's a 1-1-4, and there's a line drive single and a possible error. Oetering, will he make an error on this play? 1 run is already home. He will not. The bases will remain loaded. It is 7-0. So 1909 Tigers able to add at least 1 insurance run here, and there's still 2 outs. Here's George Moriarty now. And here's the delivery to Moriarty from Danforth. It is a 3-6-5, and there's a line drive toward left field. And it's a single 2-run score. Crawford moves all the way to third on the single. It is 9-0. So Danforth not able to get out of this unscathed. He has given up 3 runs and still has 1 out left to get here in the top of the 8th. Germany Schaefer stepping in now. And here comes the pitch from Danforth, and it's a 5-3-1 and a walk, and the bases are loaded again. Hello, Al Red Sox fan. How are you doing tonight? Tom Jones stepping in with the bases loaded in the top of the 8th. And here's the pitch, a 2-4-2, looping drive to right field. Murphy racing to make catch, and he can't. It's a single, and 2 more runs come across, and it is now 11-0. 1909 Detroit continues to pile it on here in the top of the 8th. Helny Beckendorf stepping in now. And here's the delivery from Danforth. A 4-5-5. Ball hit to Barry at short. He throws over to Davis, and they're finally able to get out of the inning. But not before 5 more runs come across. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 11-0, 1909 Tigers. Yeah, the 1911 A's are kind of getting their butts kicked right now. It's kind of like the Rangers got their butts kicked on opening day, 12-4 yesterday. This one's not been a pretty one either here. Bottom of the 8th, and Ira Thomas to lead things off for the 1911 Philadelphia A's. And here comes the pitch. It is a 5-2-1. And there's a ground ball to first base. Jones will take him to the bag himself. And there is 1 out here. Dave Danforth stepping in. Will they let him hit in the situation? They will not. Patty Livingston will come in and pinch hit for him here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch, a 6-6-5, and that is a double into the corner. So Livingston does his J-O-B, and there is a runner on second with 1 out. Briss Lord will step up to the plate here, and here comes the pitch from Mullen. A 3-1-1, and there's a line out to center field. Crawford makes the catch easily, and there's 2 outs. Livingston holds at second. Rube Oldering kind of steps in now with 2 outs in the top or in the bottom of the 8th. A 6-2-4, and there's a single to left field. Livingston rounds third and will score. And 1911 Philadelphia is on the board. It is 11-1 now. So the shutout is gone from Mullen here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Eddie Collins steps in. Mullen checks on Oldering, and he's able to hold him. And looking back to first here. Collins steps back in. And now the delivery from Mullen is a 1-4-2, and that is a swing and a miss. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. We are through 8. 1909 Detroit still holds a commanding 11-1 lead. How are y'all doing in there? Y'all enjoying this one? We head to the top of the 9th inning, but before we do that, we have quite a few final scores to look in on here. In this one, 1919 Chicago defeated 1908 Cleveland 6-0. Noyes gets the win and Thielman gets the loss in that one. So 1919 Chicago improves to 3-1 on the season, and 1908 Cleveland is 0-5 on the year. We also have 1904 New York defeating 1912 Washington 2-0, and 1904 New York improving to 4-0. 1912 Washington winless still at 0-4. Chesbrough the winner, his second win of the year, and Groom with the loss, his second of the year. Another one that went final, 1915 Chicago 5, 1912 New York 2, and Chicago now 3-1. 1912 New York is now 0-4. McConnell with his second win, he is 2-0. Mancard with the loss, 0-2, and Black gets his first save of the year. And the fourth one that has gone final is 1915 Philadelphia. They defeat 1914 Boston 2-1 to improve to 3-1, and 1914 Boston drops to 1-3 on the year. Alexander with his second win, and Rudolph getting his second loss of the year. So those are the games that have gone final here so far. And now we are ready to start the top of the ninth back here in Philadelphia. George Mullen will step in, and he will hit in this situation. A 6-2-6, and there's a fly ball to left field. Lord is able to make the play easily, and one up and one down in the top of the ninth. Matty McIntyre will be the hitter now. And here comes the pitch from Martin. A 2-3-2, and there's a strike three call, and there is 2 up and 2 down in the top of the ninth. It has just gone final in Pittsburgh. 1919 Cincinnati has defeated 1909 Pittsburgh 5-1 to improve to 3-1. 1909 Pittsburgh is now 1-3. Ring is the winner. He is 1-0. Willis gets the loss, his second of the year, and he is 0-2. 2 outs here in Philadelphia in the top of the ninth. Donnie Bush to hit now and face Doc Martin. A 1-3-4, and that is a walk. So a 2-out walk for Bush here. And that will bring Ty Cobb to the plate. It has also gone final in Brooklyn. 1906 Chicago defeats 1916 Brooklyn 3-1 to improve to 2-2, and 1916 Brooklyn drops to 3-1, suffering their first loss of the year. Royalbuck, the winner, he is 1-0, and Coombs, the loser, he is 0-1. Back here in Philadelphia, here comes the pitch to Cobb. Bush goes. The throw down to second is not in time, and Bush is in there with a stolen base. Ty Cobb stepping in now, and here comes the delivery to Cobb from Martin. A 1-4-2. And he swings and misses, and he strikes out. He may have done damage a lot tonight, but he strikes out here, and we go to bottom of the ninth. The score is 11-1, 1909 Detroit. Leading it off in the bottom of the ninth here will be Frank Baker. And here comes the pitch to Baker from Mullen, who will work this ninth inning. A 3-5-2, and there's a liner to left. McIntyre takes one step forward and makes the catch. Not a problem. One up and one down in the bottom of the ninth. And it's just gone final in Boston. 1912 Boston defeats 1914 Indianapolis 6-4 to improve to 5-0, and 1914 Indianapolis has dropped to 1-3. Wood gets his second win of the year. Whitehouse gets his first loss, and Pape gets his first save. So we are the only game left on the day here tonight that has not finished. Danny Murphy steps in with one out in the bottom of the ninth. A 1-2-2, and he swings and misses, and now 1911 Philadelphia A's are down to their final out here tonight. And it will come in the form of Harry Davis. Can he keep things going for 1911 Philadelphia, who are still down by 10? Here comes the pitch from Mullen. A 6-4-5, and he will. That's a double into the corner. So Davis reaches with two outs. Yeah, the Red Sox win here too. Yep, they sure do. Jack Berry steps in with two outs here in the bottom of the ninth, and Davis on at second. Mullen trying to finish off what he started. Here comes the pitch. A 1-1-1, and there's a single up the middle. Davis rounds third, and he will score. It is 11-2. So 1911 Philadelphia picks up another run. Barry stays at first, and Ira Thomas will step in with two outs. The pitch from Mullen, a 6-3-3. There's a fly ball to deep left. It might get out of here. McIntyre racing back all the way to the track, hooks up, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. So Ira Thomas makes the final out of the ball game, and 1909 Detroit thrashes 1911 Philadelphia 11-2 to improve to 4-0. 1911 Philadelphia is now 0-4 on the year. Mullen gets his second win. He is now 2-0. Jack Coombs gets his second loss. He is 0-2. George Moriarty is the player of the game, and there is no injuries to tell you about here tonight. Thank you, Al. I really hope you all enjoyed this one. And that is all on the day. We'll go back now and give you one final look at the scores for the day. And take a look at the play at the Wind Noise struck out 12 in the ball game tonight against 1906 Cleveland. That's a feat right there. Fred Luderus had the play of the day. Thank you, Amanda. I really appreciate that. Fred Luderus had the play of the day. The play of the day took place in the game between 1914 Boston and 1915 Philadelphia at Baker Bowl on Monday. Bottom of the ninth, 15 Philadelphia, batting man on second, two outs, game tied, Fred Luderus singles. There is then a throwing error by Les Mann. There is then a throwing error by Les Mann. The game of the day, as voted by the fans, was played at Fenway Park in an exciting AL American League game. 1912 Boston overcame 1914 Indianapolis 6-4. So that is all on the day that we have for you here tonight. I hope you all did enjoy this one. I will not be bringing you all anything likely tomorrow night unless it is an upload of a tutorial or something, as I have work. So more than likely there won't be anything tomorrow night. Something on Sunday night. Although, again, I hope you all enjoyed tonight's Diamond Decades Deadball Day 5. Be sure to smash that like button, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, this is Robbie saying good night, and we'll talk to you again soon.